Hi everyone, my name is Kristen. I am a certified fitness instructor and an occupational therapist. Today I have for you a 10-minute upper body and core workout. It does not require any equipment, but it might be good to have a mat or a soft surface nearby, as all the exercises will be down on the ground. The format is, it's 20 minutes. We start with 2 minutes of mobility exercises for the shoulders and upper body to warm up those joints, followed by 18 minutes of an intense core upper body circuit. We'll have 9 moves. Each will be done 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and we'll go through those 9 moves twice to bring us up to that 20 minutes. And of course, at the end, we'll have a very quick stretch for the upper body, as it's such an important part of any workout. If you have not done any activity before starting this video, it's important that you do a quick warm-up to get that heart rate up. So pause that video now, walk around your apartment or your house, go up and down the stairs, and join me back after 3 to 5 minutes when your heart rate is up. And with that, I invite you to make some space around you, grab your water, and let's get moving. All right, so let's start down on the mat, but sitting on our knees, whatever's comfortable for you. We're gonna practice our posture first, pulling the abdominals in, belly button into the spine, pointing the tailbone down towards the ground. So rather like this, pull the belly button in, keep that core engaged, tailbone pointing down. We're gonna hold that while we do some big arm circles to the front, warming up those shoulder joints. We always want to try and keep that shoulder down away from the ears rather than coming up like this. Good. And now a few big arm circles towards the back. Keep those arms up the entire time. We're not going to relax for these first 2 minutes. Those arms. Good. Now we're going to do a few smaller circles with those arms. Keep that core engaged. Arms are straight and all the muscles are contracted. Tiny circles in one direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't drop the arms. Other direction. Good. Firm arms, reaching them to either side of the room, and of course keeping that core engaged. And we're not going to drop the arms again. We're going to close, open, close, open, opening up through the chest. Good. A few more. 3, 2, 1. Keep those arms up in front of you. We're going to rotate to one side and the other. Loosen up in the core a little bit, side to side. And it's time for our first exercise. Let's get down on our back, feet close to our hips. We're gonna crunch up to one side, come down, the other side, and back down. So it's side to side crunches. Although we're moving our arms, the work is coming from the abdominal muscles. The arms guide us as to where we want to crunch those abs, but we're not using them as momentum like that to take us side to side. If you want more intensity, keep those knees up. A few more seconds. And there we go. We've got a 15-second break. We're going to move over. The next exercise is a push-up. And then we push into a down dog. And we come back and do the push-up. Okay? Are you ready? Hold that plank, one long line. Push up and into down dog. Push up and push all the way into a down dog. If you need an option here, you can always go down on your knees for the push-up, like so. And then go up into the down dog. If that's too much, you could do on your knees and push back into a child's pose. So choose the option that you can do with good form 5 seconds. Yes, we've got less than 5. Good work. All right. Next up, we have what I call swimming. So onto our stomach, we're gonna reach our arms straight up above in front of our head. Legs reach to the other end of the room. We're gonna lift and hold, opposite arm and opposite leg. Really make sure though that you're also engaging in the core. So it's like you wanna push your pelvic bone in to the ground by squeezing your abs and squeezing your glutes. We're gonna pause. It's like slow motion swimming here. If you need an option, a harder option, don't let your arm or leg rest on the ground. If you want something easier, you can let the opposite arm and leg that aren't up rest on the ground in between. We're almost there. Good work. All right, next we have tricep dips. So, sitting on our mat, first squeeze the shoulder blades together, place the hands down with fingers pointing towards the feet, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, and now lift the hips. We're gonna bend the elbows to the back of the room, and up. Bend those elbows, and up. Key is to really try, as you're bending the elbows, to also squeeze them together. We'll come down so the bum just touches, and then we come back up. If you find this too hard, an option would be to stay seated and just bend the elbows back and push back up straight. Okay? Less than 10 seconds to go. Good. Bend until you just touch, come back up. Lightly touch, this is our last one. Good work. All right, next up we're gonna do some V-sits. Leaning back with our back straight, not curved, like this. And then we're gonna add on a rotation. Okay, so first starting sitting tall. Let's go. Lean back without curving that upper back. Engaged in the core, arms out straight. Reach back to one side with one arm, and then the other side. Back and touch. Back and touch, other side. For a challenge, you could do this with your feet up off the ground. But that does not mean you can collapse through the back. Back stays straight. If you find you can't hold that, put those feet back on the ground. If that's tough, you come up higher. So you're sitting almost at 90. Lots of options to make this more or less challenging. Good work. Next up, we have what I call plank push-ups. These are a tough one. So you start on your plank on the forearms. We press up to a plank up on the hands. We get back down onto our forearms. Let's go. Up and down. Press up and down. Alternate which hand starts each time. Of course, option could be to do this on the knees, like this, but we're still engaging in the core all the way from the knees, straight line from the knees up to the head. If you've been doing this a while, you need a challenge. Hold that plank the entire time. Good work. We're almost there. 3 seconds. Okay. Whew. Next up we're gonna be on our stomach, rhomboid squeeze. We lift our shoulders off the ground. We come back down. So, arms to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the upper body and slowly lower. Squeeze, lift, and lower. Nice and slow with control. Option would be not to rest on the ground. That's the challenging option. If you need to, you're just starting out, you can rest for a second on the ground in between each one. Some deep breaths. This is an intense upper body core workout. All right, 15-second break. We're moving on to some side planks. We're gonna push the shoulder away from the ears. We're gonna lift up. We're gonna do some dips. 20 seconds one side, then I'll tell you to switch to the other. Dip and up. Dip and up. Good. Really push this arm into the ground so that your shoulder is far from your ear. I don't want you to be sunk down like this. Push it away and lift. Ready? Switch to your other side. Quick, quick. Let's go. Up and down. Lift. Again, pushing this shoulder away from your ear, pushing the arm into the ground and reaching high with that other hand. We're almost there. Good work. Last exercise, number 9, and then we repeat them, is a plank. I'm going to do it up on my hands. Pull, like lat pull. Straighten the arm back down. Ready? Let's go. Lift that elbow up, straighten the arm, bring it back down. Other side, elbow up, straighten the arm, back down. If you're having trouble holding this plank, you can do the same thing on the knees. You see, but I'm still engaging here in my core. My hips are down, so it's one straight line, knee ahead. If your wrists are sore, you could do the plank on the elbows. Lift up, straighten, and in, up, straighten, and in. So lots of options here. Choose what works for you and your body today. Whew, here we go. Guys, we're halfway through. Once more, we're gonna start back with those side-to-side crunches. You can do it. On our backs, feet in, abs tight, let's go. Slowly, with control. Option is not to relax when you come back down here in the center. Don't let yourself fully relax there. Keep the tension in the abs, just hover above the ground with your shoulders. Another option, of course, is to bring those knees up, meaning you have to keep that belly button in so the lower back doesn't arch. Up and over. Crunch with those abs. Slowly, so you're using your muscles, not momentum. There's the bell. Hug those for a few seconds. Next up, we have push-up to down dog. Well, let's flip over. Again, you could do push-up on the knees and then push into child's pose or up on your feet. Let's go. Push-up. Push away, down dog, and back. It's important if you're doing that push-up on your feet, so no knees, that you can hold a plank properly for that entire push-up. If you find your back starting to arch, you need to go down on your knees. Up. Good work. Oof, I'm getting near the end of my push-ups. One more. I'm going to go down onto knees. There we go. Knees. Keep that head up in line with the spine, away from the ground. It's the chest that comes down, not the head. Good work. All right. Next up, we have that slow motion swimming. So on our stomach, arms out in front. First, abs in, so pelvis down. Lift and hold, lift and hold. So think about thumb going up to the ceiling and foot reaching to the other end of the room. So it's lift and hold, switch and hold, switch and hold. You're almost there, 15 seconds. Keep your chin in to your chest so you're not straining your neck. We're almost there. Good. Whew. Next up, those tricep dips. Take some deep breaths. I know I need them. All right, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands down with fingers towards the toes. Lift those hips. Let's go. Bend and up. Again, really try to squeeze the shoulder blades so that we're also squeezing the elbows towards each other as you send them back and bend the arms. Once again, option if you're finding this tough is to just sit and bend the elbows back and then straighten. If you're doing that, make sure you really push the palm of your hand into the ground as you straighten those arms. Keep those shoulder blades squeezed together on this, lifting that chest up. Last 2 seconds. Good work. No more tricep dips. Next up, we have our V-sit with a rotation. So sit nice and tall. Reach that head towards the ceiling, shoulders back and down. Lean back, arms forward. Let's reach back to one side, to the front, rotate and reach, and to the front. Option 2, keep those feet up off the ground. I tend to keep my knees a little bit wide, even though my feet are together. On this, I just find that more comfortable for my hips. Less strain on the hip flexors. I think it uses a bit more of the abs than the hip flexors if I do that. Keep it going. Reach that head away from the tailbone and to the other end of the room. Long spine. Good work. All right, we've got those plank push-ups. So take a few deep breaths. Another intense move. I'm going to start up in the high plank. Let's go. So down on the forearms, push up. Other side, go down on the forearms and push up. Again, option would be to do the same thing, but on the knees. But we're still working those abs. Belly button in and hips down. Sometimes if you're having trouble doing this without the hips moving too much, it's easier to make the feet a bit wider apart. You'll be a bit more stable when you're on only 3 limbs. Good, hold it. There's the bell. All right, next up, we have rhomboid squeeze, back extension. Only 3 exercises. Let's go, we can do this. On the stomach, core engaged, pelvis down, arms to the side, squeeze, lift, and lower, squeeze, lift, and lower. Good. Keep your chin in. Don't look up, straining that neck. If you need to look somewhere, you could rotate to the side, but keep that chin towards this chest. Squeeze the rhomboids. Lift and lower. So squeeze shoulder blades together. Lift and lower. Five seconds. Woo. Good work. 2 exercises left. Side plank. I'm going to start on the side I ended on last time. On my elbow, shoulder away from my ear. One long line with the body. Ready? Let's go. Lift up. We're going to do some dips. Don't let your hips touch the ground. Bring them down a bit and back up. Always pushing away from the ground, pushing into the ground with that forearm. Reaching to the ceiling with that upper arm. And it's time to switch sides. Other side. Quick, quick. Right away. Let's go. Push the shoulders down. Lift up. And little dips. Shoulders should be way away from those ears. Less than 5. Good work. Last one, you guys. Those planks with tricep, with elbow up, lat pull first, tricep extension. You could do it on your hands or on your forearms, depending how your wrists are feeling. Let's go. Hold that plank. Now I put my feet again a little bit wider to make myself more stable, to be able to lift up one arm, elbow up, squeeze, lower, elbow up, straighten the arm, bring it down. Keep your head up, in line with the spine, so not hanging down like this. Look at the top edge of your mat. That'll help. Good. Try not to let those hips dip or turn side to side as you do this. It's part of the work. Guys, 2 seconds left. Last one. Oh, good work. Okay. Towel off if you need to. I need to. Take some deep breaths. Whew. And let's get down into a child's pose. Really important here. Let your forehead rest on the mat. That we really let our lower back relax. We're going to reverse a little bit of the pressure that may have built up there. You could try making your arms go to one side so that you also get a nice side stretch through the side of the core. And then walk to the other side. And forehead down. Deep breaths. Let's bring that heart rate down. Back to the center. Walk our hands in. All the way to our feet. Lift our hips up. Let our head and our neck hang just for a second. Everything loose and heavy. And now we'll roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Nice back roll. All right. Oh, actually, we'll come back down here on our knees to finish. We're going to open up through the chest. Good. If you can get your hands together, great. If not, just leave your arms nice and wide for a chest stretch. Let that go. Reach up. Bend one arm, grab the elbow, and then push back with your head. Reach down the upper back with that hand. We'll switch sides, reach up, bend the other arm, pull the elbow back, and then straighten out your head and neck. And gently release that. We'll reach behind your back with one hand, with one arm. Grab that hand with the other arm and look away and then down towards those hands. Nice stretch in the shoulders. Good work, you guys. That was intense, but a good 20-minute upper body and core workout. If you have it in you, you could always repeat it. Gently release. Other side, other arm behind your back. Grab that hand with the opposite hand. Look away and then down at the hands. And gently release. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And that is it. Okay, thank you everyone so much for joining me today. And also, most importantly, thank yourself on showing up and doing this hard work. It's really gonna pay off for you in the long run, I promise. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe so you get notified whenever I release a new video. It really helps me to know what things people like. It also helps when people leave comments down below. Give me some feedback. Did you like it? What did you like about it? Would you like it longer, shorter, more intense, less intense? All of that feedback is super helpful. With that, I wish you a great day, evening, weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.